All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? Boom, boom. Hello, Sander. How are you, mate? Let's get these peeps indeed. Boom, boom. All right. So, good morning, Greg. Hello, Light has. We are 9 minutes away from the open, and yeah, I do have a couple of things brewing. Right about now. Alright, 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 alright. Hello, guys. How was your day? Yesterday, with the VAP team, it was good, right? Good morning, Sinan. All right, so we are 9 minutes away from the open. It's another 8 minutes away from the open. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Actually, pineapple juice. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere because we do have some massive setups on silver and the pound yen and maybe the fucking footsie. No, not the footsie. Maybe the footsie. Not the footsie. Uh, um, Also looking at crude. Also looking at crude longs. So we do have a ton of things going on right now. Don't go anywhere. And the pound yen also flagged. Boom, boom, boom. All right. I will be right back. Good morning, Michael. And today we're going to have Tim on the show. Later after we trade the London Open, after maybe we get those pips, the silver and nope, silver here, pound yen here. This looks very good. So I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. And again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so. Silver here, pound yen here. Because why wouldn't you? All right, I'll be right back. I don't know if we got a PPP. Nah. I most definitely need to have a P. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Are we buying or selling, GJ? Well, mate, I'm gonna tell you that in just a little bit. Sumipa lost $68 today. Well, my friend, that sucks. But I mean, it's if it's within your, if it's within good risk parameters, it really doesn't fucking matter. I am going to invite everybody on Instagram. Hold on. All right, everybody, how are you? I am live on Instagram, on YouTube right now for my London Open show. So come and join me. All right, let's have a look. So, silver looking very good. Now, what I'm looking at on silver is this. The entire. I had an alert here for possible buys on silver. I am going to delete this alert. Also had an alert on the US dollar, Singapore dollar, but that is a little bit gone. So, this market is super strong. Super, super, super strong. So, what the fuck are we going to do? Yeah, I was looking for buys, you know, but that is. Good morning, Orlando. Can you later check gold, please? No, I don't trade gold. I trade silver. Did you lost it on U.S. oil? That is not my trade, mate. That is Olympus trade. So I had no idea. He will update you on that. So basically what I'm looking at here is possible shorts on gold. I know it sounds a little bit counterintuitive in the sense that we are looking at a very strong market, but the setup might be actually very good. Because if you know, let's go to the very low time frames. If you notice, we had a last sweep of the lows of the highs here, right? Last sweep of the highs here, boom, right? This is the last sweep of the highs. Then we had a break of the lows here, changing the character in this market. Then price came back to this inefficiency or this imbalance, and then dipped, creating a break of the structure. So where are we going to find that possible short on silver? Let's have a look. Right, so the order block that created this break, the last break of the structure is this one right here. So this is where I want to see, I want to see what price is going to do with this order block, right, or this supply zone, whatever you want to call it. The pound yen dropping at the moment. That is good. That is good because we're looking for possible shorts on the pound yen. Right, so, the market is about to open in about 10 seconds, so heads up to that. Look at the pound yen. So the pound yen completely melted, right, so I'm looking for shorts on the pound yen, actually. The London session just opened. And we are, let's have a look at this, looking for, bearish order blocks here. There you go. This is the one that I was looking at exactly. So, I'm going to place a sell limit on silver. Right, I'm going to place a sell limit on silver. I don't know if I'm going to get triggered on it. Maybe, maybe not. Let's have a look. I mean, let's wait and see what happens, right? Now, yeah, most definitely placing a sell limit on silver Shih Tzu. So on the 2 minute chart looks like this. 1 minute chart looks like this. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. 3 minute chart. Yeah, this is a complete this is a complete turn of events on silver. I'm going to remove my drawings. Hmm. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and ask. Let's have a look at gold. Yeah. So, well, here's the difference between silver and gold, right? Um, in this case, gold. Um, let's have a look. I just want to have a quick look at this. Yeah. In this case, gold had the better setup than silver. Yep. I should have looked at gold, but I don't trade gold. The data shows me that this would have exactly been my 6R trading gold short. But the data shows me that I'm most profitable trading, silver. So let's have a look at the pound yen, US dollar street. I was also looking at possible shorts here on the US dollar, Singapore dollar, but because I'm sorry, the Asian session opened extremely bearish for the US dollar. So I was looking for a pullback, right? I was looking for a pullback to go short on the USD. Whilst price, I think the price was trading around these levels or so. Ton of liquidity, order block, etc., etc., etc. But I don't think that we're going to get these pullbacks. And the thing is that if I keep my short, I mean my sell, if I had placed that sell limit right on the US dollar Singapore dollar, and if I had kept it, eventually price would get to my entry, right, trigger me in, but I wouldn't be trading the structure in the market. So I'm not doing that anymore. British pound is here. British pound, Japanese yen. No. So another another clue on what I don't do, right? Hold on, let me put on silver here again. Let's have a look at Brent. Yeah, that was a no-go. So this is something that I don't do, right? Even though we saw the pound yen, breaking and sweeping these lows, right, and possibly mitigating this order block right here. We are not at discount, right? So I don't trade that possible setup. Right, Shih Tzu. Remove drawings. Let's go back to silver. Yeah, I mean, I'm still digging this possible short on silver right here. So I'm going to place it actually, right? I'm going to place it. my entry is going to be here. Let me show you. So my entry on silver is going to be right here. Hold on. On the 2-minute chart looks like this. Yeah, so my entry is going to be around, let me show you on the 2-minute chart, right? My sell limit is going to be around this level, right here, the 21, let's call it 21.13, right? Here's where I'm looking to sell silver 21.12. Actually, trading sell limit. My stop loss is above the structure high, or the Asian session highs at the 21. What 21.72, 21.75. I want to give my trade a little bit of room. 21.75. Oh boy. No, it's not 21.75. I'm sorry. 21.17.5. 21.17.5. So I'll risk on this one 0.5%. And I'm going to target on the 15-minute chart. Let me show you. I will target this liquidity or the Asian session lows around the 28.80, 85. Let's call it. No, it's a 20.85. I'm sorry. I have dyslexia, so if you've been with me for a while, you know that sometimes I make these kinds of mistakes. And this shall give us a 5 possible R on a short in silver. Let's see if we can get there. So I'm going to send this to my VAPs. If you have any questions, just go ahead and shoot on the chat. So basically, this is my trade here around these levels, and targeting these lows for a 5 or so. So sending this to my VAPs. Boom, boom. Again, guys, if you want to be part of the VAP, the VAP group, this is what we do every single fucking day. Here's the link for you to subscribe. Silver. XAGUSD. Sell limit at the 21.12. Stop loss at the 21.17.5, and TP at the 20.85 for a 5R, and risking again 0.5%. Cool beans. All right, so that's silver. All right, so that's silver. Pound yen not moving at all. I'm gonna show you my what I had or what I was thinking of doing on the pound yen. But the thing is this, right? Let's go to the 7-minute chart or so. The thing is this: if you 5-minute chart actually, if you know this here, we do have this bullish order block that price just bearish order block that price just mitigated, right? Taking out all of that liquidity. So shorts are in play at the moment on the pound yen. But where the hell are we going to get those shorts made? Well, mates, the thing is here. I'm going to place a sell limit 2 on the pound yen. Yeah, most definitely going to put place a sell on the pound yen. And I'm going to show you something on the swing trade VIP group. We have this Nasdaq long running. So my original stops on this trade were here, right? And after the fail to break with these highs, I decided to move my stop losses below the structured lows. And yesterday, it's a good thing that I moved my stop losses, right? Because if not, I would have been taken out on a loss. But this is a very, very long-term trade. These are the targets, but of course that I'll be, taking profits in the middle, deleting the targets, and maybe riding this to all-time highs. So if you want to have, swing trades are running in the back of your, day trading scheme or whatever. The swing trading group is a good way to do that. Hi, Johannes. How are you, mate? All right. Have you subscribed to my channel or have you not? All right. So on the pound yen side, let's have a look. The thing is that. All right. Let's have a look on the pound yen side. Yeah, I'm going to delete all the drawings here. And on the pound yen side, we do have a possible setup. Let me show you. Right, so here's that bearish order block. That's the bearish order block that I'm intrigued on trading. Then we have, of course, that imbalance, which is cool because number one, look for the current direction in the market. Number two, look for the zone where sellers, in this case, piled up. Then look for an imbalance or any inefficiency in the market that needs to be filled. And number three, look for a liquidity. We have a ton here. So possible setup here short on the pound yen. Let's have a look at this. What I don't think, these lows got taken out. This is a good thing, right? Because all of this, it's a good thing and not, right? It's a good thing because, the previous areas of demand did not hold. But also that sell side liquidity just got liquidated, right? So let's wait and see what happens here, but it's looking very good. More so because, again, last sweep of the highs, then we have that change in the character of the market. Now we broke with the structure of the market. Everything is looking very bearish here. So let's wait and see what happens on this market. Very possibly we'll be looking for those longs on that Asian session highs sweep. Orlando, can you send the trade on silver to the VAPs? I just sent it. Where the fuck did I send it? Oh boy. I sent it as a free trade. Well, you know what? I set it as a free trade, so there you go. I'm not gonna delete it. I'm just going to edit it as a free trade. Huh, damn it. Yeah, thank you for, again, guys, thank you for keeping me, I mean, for telling me when, I make a mistake. And, like this one, I didn't send it to the VIP group, um, etc. I mean, I have a ton of things going on at the same time. And, well, there you go. So, silver, and the pound yen. Let's look for some other market. The reason that I haven't placed that sell limit on the pound yen is actually I am going to place it, but I am going to risk much less on this one. The main reason, let's have a look at the Japanese yen basket. Yep. So the Japanese yen basket, let's have a look at the Japanese yen basket on the 5-minute chart. Japanese yen basket pulling back, right? I mean, if we're looking for shorts on the pound yen, guys, that means that we are looking for longs on the Japanese yen. And the Japanese yen, it's looking very good. Again, last sweep of the lows, this means that here is where we change the character in the market. So we need a pullback towards this level. Very possibly we're going to get that pullback towards this level for further upside continuation on the Japanese yen. So I am going to place that sell limit on the pound yen. Now, having said that, let's go to the 10-minute chart. I'm sorry, what's the what? 5-minute chart, I think. Let's go to a 3-minute chart. I just want to pinpoint, that exact area of supply that is currently being, rejected, right? So, if you notice, we had here this, right? This is the New York session yesterday. So this is a massive break of the structure. So which was the one that created that break of the structure, right? So let's pinpoint it around here. I mean, it should be this one, right? But there's a couple of things, right? We do have that break of the structure here. All right, let's do this very calmly, and I'm just going to use, this for possible bearish order blocks. So here's that. Here's the one. I mean, very, very, very clearly mitigated here on the 3-minute chart. And yeah, I'm going to place that order too on the pound yen, right? So there's a couple of things, right? I could place a um, I could place an aggressive entry here, targeting this liquidity right here for a what was it? A 4R. Or what I could do is wait for price to mitigate this bearish order block, then create a lower low, which is what I'm going to do, I think, because the downside is not yet confirmed 100%. So should price create a lower low, then break with this low, I would find an entry around these levels. Or I could place an aggressive sell limit with minimum risk. which is possibly not a bad idea. All right, so let's have a look at this. And where? Right, so I want to get filled on this. So 164.42. Stop losses 164.53. And this is too little, too little. Alright, so no, it's too little too. Pending order shall limit. All right, I like it. And targeting. Let's have a look. Targeting. Here, targeting this. 163.88. Let's see if we can get filled on this. 163.88. This is a great risk to reward ratio. So here we go. My entry is here at the 164.53. What? No, 164.42. Here, boom. 164.53 is my stop loss, targeting the 163.88, or this for a 5R. All right, sending this to my VIPs. Gbp, Japanese yen, sell limit at the 164.42, stop loss at the 164.53, and TP at the 163.88 for a 5R again. Risking, this is a I'm risking on this trade how much? 0.4% or so. Boom. Damn it. All right. Possible 2 trades running. Let's have a look at silver. Yeah, I like those 2 setups. So, what we can, what the hell here? Hold on. What we can do here. No. Well, fuck it. That's fine. All right, so I'm gonna wait for those 2 trades to possibly trigger me in. I do like this pound yen short a ton. Let's have a quick look at guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and type it on the chat. We are going to have Tim on the show today for today's free spot. Every day I raffle, a 10-minute spot for my show, or for, in this case, right, I'm raffling a 10-minute spot on tomorrow's show, right? The whole idea is that you get, you know, free time with me where you can ask me absolutely anything you want, right? Um, you know, there is no cap on how many of those spots you can win, right? There's no cap on how many spots you can win. So that means if you continue to show up on my shows and you continue to win the spot every day, you can absolutely get a free, mentorship with me by doing that. And yeah, the cap is, there's no cap on time, right? For example, the first winner was Ruan from South Africa, and we spent 1 hour just, chatting about the markets. He asked me about, my story on how I got here, etc., etc. So it's up to you. We can even go and look at your past trades to find leaks, etc., etc. Whatever the fuck you want, right? Now, before we go again here, I want to show you something real cool. God damn it, that's awesome. So this is the F1 strategy. The F1 fucking strategy is so powerful, guys. This is a strategy that I developed. I have two entry models, right? I trade liquidity, which is what you see here, and I trade the F1 strategy, right? The F1 strategy is a breakout strategy that focuses on, strong markets and breakouts, right? And it's a quick in and out. For example, this Euro Swiss franc today hit targets and yield 2.8%, 2.8 R, right? That's an amazing trade here. I think Tim took it. No, not Tim. Michael, right here. So if you buy the F1 strategy, right, you get access to this. This is the F1 strategy chat where we post or we talk about F1 strategy setups every single day. For example, today Michael was the one that spotted the Euro Swiss franc. I didn't take it because I was late on the setup. Um, it had already broken with our levels. And the F1 strategy is a semi-automated trading strategy, right? That gives you everything you need on one chart. For example, the entries are these orange lines, and the targets are the green lines. We use this oscillator, to pinpoint a divergence. In this case, you can see that there was, we were coming from very strong divergence on a very strong market. The reason that we use this oscillator, I'm not going to tell you which oscillator it is, and how we use it, but it's an amazing tool to pinpoint, continuations in bias. So if you are looking to to learn a semi-automated trading strategy, mate, semi-automated trading strategy, that you can apply to any fucking market, have a look at the F1 strategy. I'm going to send you the link where you can have a look at it. I passed the funding challenge um, using the F1 strategy, made in about 3 days. So, the sales page is not the best. I need to work on it, but this is it, right? So, here you go. Uh, I have a welcome, an intro to the F1 strategy, and here's the video on how I passed that funding challenge. I show everything, right? And yeah, it cost £599. but it's a one-time payment, and you get lifetime access to the F1 strategy chat where you can chat with me every single fucking day. So if you're interested in this, or are looking to really learn a good, powerful trading strategy, then this is what you need to look for. The other F1 strategy setup that I looked at was on the Euro New Zealand dollar, right here. This was I wouldn't. I mean, I would have taken it. I would have taken this setup right on the Euro New Zealand dollar. It wasn't the best risk to rewards scenario. It was a 1.75 R, but it was very clear. So again, there you go. Well, now that we have our pending orders, I'm going to have a quick last look at, um, a quick last look at the markets. hmm Right, UK oil. Um, hmm. Again, same thing, right? Just have a look at this. Just Brent just swept with those lows. Came here to this inefficiency or imbalance and completely exploded to the upside. But we are not at discount zone, so I don't trade on the long side uh, this high. I need deep pullbacks, right? Because the probability of success of those entries is a ton higher, right? And the DAX, I haven't traded the DAX in a while. And the FTSE, the fucking FTSE. The FTSE is just chopping around. Do we have news today? No. There's nothing. The FTSE is just chopping around. The DAX, on the other hand, the DAX might have a possible buy, but I haven't traded the DAX in so long that I'm not confident taking a buy on a market that I haven't followed in a while, right? Last quick look at the Aussie. Nope. I'm gonna have a look at this on the 5 minute chart. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I'm kind of sleepy. I mean, kind of tired actually. Mhm. Oh, this is good. This is another market that I don't trade the US dollar versus, I mean, the Swiss franc. I'm sorry, but again, I mean, bearish market. Just have a look at this. I mean, maybe have a look at it later at the end of the day to see if it played out. Bearish market, ton of liquidity here. Here is where I would look for shorts. So this would be my trade, and stop losses would be above the structure high. Nice R on this possible trade. I don't trade this market though. Oh shite. Damn it. We have the ISM manufacturing PMI. Yeah, ISM manufacturing PMI. Final manufacturing PMI. I mean, yeah, the PMIs are good. As a very good, you know, um, data release to follow. Because I mean, let me before I invite Tim to the show, I want to talk about this. Damn it, my candle. Hold on. So, PMIs, right? Does everybody know what PMIs show? What this number is? If not, I'm going to read this. Um, Level of diffusion index based on survey purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry. Why is this important, guys? Well, the reason that this is important is because manufacturing managers, right, are the ones that have a gauge on how much, you know, how much. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my other screen. So they have a gauge on how the economy is doing in the sense that they are the ones that decide how much each, their business industry or whatever is going to produce, and our manufacturer. So when PMIs go down, that means that the outlook of the economy is not that good, right? So that's why it's important. Okay, yeah, we have a ton of liquidity here. So I'm gonna invite Tim on the show. Tim, if you're listening, I'm going to send you the link made via Instagram DMs. So hold on, it's so have a look at this. I mean, just still, look at the difference between the one in the chart in silver, so clean, right? The one in the chart in gold, so fucking choppy. I hate it. I mean, and silver is so much volatile. It's all right. So I just created the Google Meet, and I am going to send you the invite link right now. No need to have a camera on, mate. Um, no need at all. Um, this is how I do it. Hold on. Boom. And remember that at the end of the show, I am going to do the same fucking raffle again for tomorrow's spot. Alright, team, sending it right now. There you go. Just go ahead and join me, mate. I'm waiting. Beautiful trade on the Euro Swiss franc. Amazing. This is the F1 strategy, mates. You are fucking missing out. All right. Your TP in GJ. My TP in GJ. Join the VIP group, mate. Join the VIP group. You know, yeah, I'm more than happy to show you what I'm doing right every day here on my shows. But sometimes I'm not going to get, my trades are not going to get triggered during my show, right? And sometimes I'm going either delete those orders or modify them. So just be careful when you're trading with free shit. No, I mean there's no need to download it. I think that if you click the link, mate, it'll open on your Chrome. Anyways, don't worry, mate. I'm here. I'll wait for you. Oh, scheiße. Yeah. Look at fucking Copper running. Such an, I mean, this is just insanely bearish, right, on the USD. There you go. We might get that. I mean, here we go. Look at the Japanese yen basket. Beautiful. This is what I was waiting for, right? We got that last sweep of the lows, that change in character, also breaking with the structure here, and we get this eager to get longs. These weak players creating that liquidity that is going to be taken out after the confirmation of the long side for today on the Japanese yen. So the Japanese yen might come down, liquidate all of these weak players, mitigate. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart to be completely and absolutely fucking sure. Mitigate this zone right here before going higher. So this pound yen is looking phenomenal, actually. There you go. Silver. All right, so with silver, I don't know. I am not. I'll hold it for a while. I mean, I'm not holding anything because I haven't been triggered in on my trades just yet. But I'm looking. I'm still confident in this silver. But the one that I'm really confident in is the pound yen short. What's up, Tim? Yeah. New break of the structure here. So, um, I'm going to modify my entry here on silver. Just a second. Silver. Tim is sending me a message on Instagram. All right, I'm gonna get you the code. Hold on. Are you are you using your phone, mate, or are you using your computer? You know what? Send me via Instagram your email address. I'll invite you through the email address. So when I was looking here on silver, whilst we wait for Tim, is this? Let's delete this, right? Right. So download the app, mate. Download the app. I'll wait for you. Don't worry. So this is my new trade on silver. Much better risk reward ratio, right? Much better risk reward ratio. I think that you need to use a Gmail, mate. You need to use a Gmail to connect. So I am going to modify my entry on silver to the 2108. And hold on. 21075. I mean, I don't know. Um, I don't have a code here, man. I don't have a code. Why don't you use you, I think that the code is the numbers after the .com slash. Try to use that. So I'm going to modify this. Oh yeah. 21075. And stop losses 2110.5. Right, so now my risk is, sheesh, my risk is nothing. My risk is 0.25% for a 7R. Yep, loving it. So modifying that and sending to my VAPs, of course. You know what, Tim? Um, let's do something, mate. Hold on. Let me just modify silver sell limits. Oh boy. There you go. How are you, Tim?
Morning, Orlando. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Thank you for joining me. Can you hear me, mate?
Yep, I can. Hang on. Let me turn down the sound on your broadcast.
All right, cool. Just give me a second because I'm just modifying this entry on silver. Hold on.
Yeah, that's good.
21, uh, 21 0. What the fuck was it? 21 075, and stop loss was, and new stop loss is 21 um 105. TP is the same. Oh, all right. And because I am on the free channel, I'm going to, or just a second, Tim. More. All right, how are you, mate? Nice
I'm
hearing
good,
from you.
Orlando. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I'm fine. A little bit tired, but that's the game that we play, right?
Yeah, hey, it's 2:50 a.m. here in the Nashville, Tennessee area,
Yo,
so
you know
I
what?
hear
It's
you.
2:50 a.m. here in the tropics too, mate. So we are at the same time. Nashville, Tennessee. You live in Nashville. That's awesome. That's a city that I really want to go to.
It's a great city. My wife and I moved down here about 5.5 years ago from Chicago,
Thank
and we just
God.
love it.
Chicago
Yeah,
sucks.
it's Chicago. That's
I mean, it's cold, it's damp. You know, I hate St. Patrick's Day in Chicago. They fucked up all the rivers with that green ink. I don't like. I mean, I do like the Chicago hot dogs, but that's it.
well, it's Chicago hot dog, Chicago pizza.
No, that's not pizza. That's
Yes, it is,
it
babe.
is not pizza. That's just soup in a pot.
But my wife and I have been down in Nashville for like 5 years, and we like everything about it. Just great people down here. The music is great. The
Yeah, I mean
city.
the scenery, the music is great. I mean I love traveling. That's one of the things that we must love that we truly love with my girl, right, with my partner. And last year, we did a road trip all throughout the Pacific Southwest. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's very nice. I haven't done that yet.
Oh man, you should. You should. Oregon and Washington is just lovely. It's beautiful. And that's one of the things that I mean, that road trip is, I mean, we did it for my 40th birthday last year. And, I was looking into doing that since I was like 22 years old or so. So that was a great, great trip.
Well, you come on down to Nashville. Give me a heads up.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
I'm
play the
most
town.
definitely will. You know what? I'm a big, big, big fan of grunge music. I grew up in the '90s, and I was looking at Pearl Jam's, tour this year, and I think that they have a stop in Tennessee, in Nashville, actually. So, and I was looking at trying to go with my buddies, but I don't know if that is going to pan out, mate.
So Pearl Jam is coming to Nashville.
I think so. I think so. Hold on. Let's have a look. Why don't we have a look? Uh huh. I'm subscribed to the mailing list and everything. Touring 2023 upcoming shows from Pearl Jam. Let's have a look. Pearl Jam, such an amazing band. I mean,
Yeah, I love them.
yeah, they're the only ones that survived, the grunge era. Apparently, tour history, upcoming shows. There's no. I mean, I think that they just. I mean, I think you missed it. Yeah. So we're
Oh, that would suck. That would suck. I love Pearl Jam. They're one of my favorites.
yeah. I mean, they're one of my favorites too. I'm more into Stone Temple Pilots, but yeah, Pearl Jam is awesome. So, Tim, how are you, mate? Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been trading? Does what I do make sense to you?
Yes, I've been. I started trading my own account probably about 2.5 years ago, and I actually started with small cap momentum stocks.
Oof.
Yeah, but it's obviously it's a completely different animal than what we're doing with currencies.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. I still dabble in it from now and then. But I'm fairly new to currencies. Probably been trading about 4 or 5 months. I wish I could remember how I stumbled onto you, but
Yeah.
for me, it's just a good fit. I like your style. I like the pace of the currency markets versus scalp trades on small cap stocks. It suits my style a little better.
That's amazing. I mean, what you just
Yeah,
said,
it's
what you just said
slower.
there
I can see the setup.
is so important. I mean, figuring out what makes sense to you, where you feel comfortable, right?
Yeah, and I do. I have a lot of comfort level here, but I would say truthfully for currencies, I'm just in the beginning stage of my education. I'm in search for lots of YouTube channels to learn the basics and the in and out. I certainly listen to you, as you know, every morning and chime in on the VIP channel.
Awesome. Ye-
I'm following Olympia and some of the trades. He had a great call yesterday. I think it was on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen.
Yeah, he did.
Um, reading the charts in the currency markets versus reading the charts in the stock markets is really kind of a different animal. The stock market charts, we're looking for areas of support, resistance. We're looking for wedges. We're looking for breakouts.
Yeah,
And, a quick scalp trade on small cap stocks might only take 60 seconds or 2 minutes.
exactly.
And obviously here, we're getting triggered and we may sit on a position for an hour or two. And again, it just suits my style a little bit better. But
Exactly. I hate, and you know what? This is another thing that that's quite interesting because, I think it was like 8 or 7 years ago. I spent a year, trading for a prop firm, right? And they focus on stock trading, day trading stocks, right? I did not make a single dollar in that year trading stocks, right? I mean, it's not my style. I mean, they taught me a ton. They taught me about how to trade in balances, right? Market inefficiencies, etc. But it's not. I mean, that's not who I am. And also because I fully fucking understand what drives these markets, right? I mean, I bleed global macro, and I understand. I look at a chart and I know. I mean, with a certain percentage of certainty, the correct, bias on the market for the day. So when I first started, my ego took a big part of my trading decisions in the sense that I proclaimed myself a swing trader, right? A holder. And, I came to realize by blowing fucking accounts that yeah, that watching the oscillations, such big oscillations on my P&L, open P&L, just fucked with my psychology and led me to make horrible trading decisions. Like closing at almost full losses, not respecting my rules, etc. So that's when I decided to really focus on the data, mate. To really focus on the data behind what I was doing. Because I realized that the edge that we have here is so fucking small that we need to be very precise in what we do, in the sense that every single decision has to be optimal, right? And and also, taking partial profits. I mean, most traders hate the way that I manage my open positions because I take 1R whenever my trade is running at 1.5, 1.75 R, right? But that keeps me in a Zen state, right? And and that keeps on adding and adding and adding. So here, this is not about showing a trade where you made $20,000. That's why I don't even show the account that I have where I manage my clients' assets because it's absolutely it serves no purpose, right? The idea here is to look at everything that we do as percentage or probabilities.
yeah, and that makes perfect sense to me. And like I say, you search these markets, whether it's trading small cap stocks or swing trading stocks or the currencies, and you're really looking for something that fits your style. And
Exactly.
like I shared with you earlier, this currency market really fits my style. But I'm not super confident yet on my setups or stuff like that. And I'm taking old biases from my stock trading days when it comes to chart reading
Mm-hmm.
and applying them to the currency market. And quite frankly, between the two of us, they don't work.
Yeah.
And so and this really kind of gets to my question that I wanted to spend some time with you on today.
Shoot.
When you were talking about supply zones or imbalances or order blocks, I look at a chart and truthfully, Orlando, I just don't see it. I don't see what in a specific candle or in a specific bunch of candles that you're looking at when you say, hey, that's an order block, or hey, this is an imbalance,
Yeah.
or this is a supply zone. And so if you got a minute and
Yeah,
you could
for
spend
sure, mate.
that'd be helpful.
That is a great question, and I am about.
And
I just got trigger short silver. So
yeah, we did. We did.
yeah, but this is very strong. I'll probably get stuff out, but that's fine. I'm gonna show you, right? I'm gonna grab another chart. Whatever. The pound USD chart, right? I'm gonna grab a pound USD chart right here. So, this is all about reading the structure on the market, the structure of the market. I'm sorry, right? And maybe this is not the best example. Let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. Oh boy. Yeah, here's a good example. Boom. God damn it. What an amazing fucking spread. I just got stop hunted. Look at this fucking thing. Hold on. Look at this fucking thing. I just got stop hunted. Shit. Well, that's fine. So, just give me a second because I might re-enter this.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a second because I really might re-enter this because. No, I'm not re-entering it. Well, I didn't get sub hunted. I really got sub out. But right, I'm actually going to show you here on silver. Remove drawings. Boom. So basically, what I do here is I look at the structure of this market. Right. These boxes are the sessions. This is the Asian session range, right? This is the Asian session range. So, what I look for are opportunities to get involved in the market, right? With the current bias of the market, right? Now, whilst the structure of the market is still bullish, I'm going to look for longs, right? But in this case, and I might have been wrong, right? I might have been wrong. But in this case, I was looking for shorts. Why I was looking for shorts? Because I looked at, this high. This high right here is the last liquidity sweep, right? All of the highs here, this is just liquidity, right? Now, on the charts, remove drawings. On the charts, right, every time you see, these flat tops, these flat tops, and these flat tops, these are, sellers in the market. Very possibly their stop losses are going to be here, going to be here, and going to be here. And then when those highs get taken out, that's what I call a liquidity sweep, right? And this was the last one. And then if you look at the lows, then the market broke with those lows, changing the character or the structure in this market. So my focus here is where the fuck sellers jumped in, big sell orders jumped in, right? That crashed the market to current prices. So the first thing that I look for is that imbalance. The imbalance can be, I'm going to flicken the shit out of this chart for you, mate. So the imbalance here, imbalances in the market are inefficiencies in the market, right? And our gaps. If you used to trade the stocks, those are just gaps. And here, from the close of this candle to the open of this candle, we have a gap. Here is that gap. And, the reason that gaps are formed in the market is because we have an enormous, influx of sellers with that are just sweeping with all the buy orders. Because remember that this is an auction between buyers and sellers. So hold on, I'm going to re-enter short right now. Just give me a second. This was my original entry, by the way. So re-enter in short. Let's try here. Sell and the stop losses above the real highs for a 0.5%. So stopped out. Hold on, let me just I need to send this to my VIPs. For a very small loss. Oh. Oh, they're not going to be able to catch it. But I'm gonna send it anyways. Just a second, mate.
Take your time.
Yeah, 2110. Stop loss at what was it? 2117. And TP, same TP, which is and was 2085, 85, risk 0.6%. All right, so reshorting silver here. I'm going to keep an eye, just for everybody listening, right? I'm going to keep an eye on this trade. My stop losses are all the way above the structure highs. I could place my stop losses here, but that's just too tight in my opinion, right? So what I look for, coming back to what we were talking about, mate, right? So what I look for is, first of all, that inefficiency in the market, right? That big move, because that inefficiency in the market shows me that there was a ton of selling volume in this case, and sellers were just sweeping with all the buy orders without real buyers jumping in. So then I go up, right, and I look for the order block or the supply zone that created that move. And in this case, the order block that created that move, right? Just look at the candles, right? Just look at the candles. In my case, yellow candles are bearish candles, and magenta candles are bullish candles. So look at the last couple of candles. This one, these bullish candles right here are where sellers started to jump in on this market. So here's that supply zone that could in fact be traded. Now I'm trading this zone because we've seen a ton of breaks of the structure here, 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 and here. Now this liquidity just got swept, and the actual supply zone that I'm looking to trade is this one right here, which is the one that got mitigated, but by that by that wick in this candle. So if price breaks with these highs, I'll probably just close my trade, or at 75% of my trade at a small loss again. Currently down for the day, let me see, about 0.30%, which is okay. Now, this is how I look for order blocks. Now, There's indicators, right, that you can apply to your charts within TradingView that will show you order blocks. But like I always say, it's best to understand and to look for those supply zones yourself, because I just hate using indicators for my trading decisions. So, but one is this one, Lux Algo Order Block Detector. There you go. So, and this is the thing, right? I mean, you have to know how to use it. For example, right? Let's have a look. Now, this is the order block, the bearish order block that I was talking about, the one that I'm trading at the moment, right? This is a very strong high. This is a protected high. So, the reason that I also used only 0.25% of my uh, um, on this trade was because the probability of this holding was I mean, not even money, right? I wouldn't have taken this trade if it wasn't a high probability trade, but it wasn't really high probability, high probability trade, right? In hindsight, right? Everybody's a fucking hindsight hero. This would have been only liquidity, right? And I should have placed or remained with my original sell limit. But, order blocks or supply and demand zones is the way to go, in my opinion. Let me just delete this. Why? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Um, when I started trading, that's amazing. When I started trading, the first thing that you learn is that you should always, wait for price to come back to the previous broken highs to go long, or you should always wait for price to come back to the previous broken lows to go short. But that is absolutely how to burn money in the long term, because whenever, let's imagine that you're looking at price and price is doing this, right? Price is doing this, and this is the support zone, and then price breaks with this support zone, right? So what they teach you is that you should wait for price to come back to this zone to sell, right? But the thing is this: where the fuck are you going to put your stop losses, right? Are you going to put your stop losses here? You're going to put your stop losses here, or all the way up, right? And the thing also is that you are trading a unprotected zone in the sense that whenever this breakout happened, right, the actual selling volume already jumped into the market. So, weak traders trying to trade the short side at the retest of the previous broken lows are going to create this liquidity that is going to boost the liquidation of said stop losses and boost the move towards the real zone where you should go short. Remove drawings. So I think I'm going to take off some of my trade here just to get back to break even on the day. Nah, that's fine.
Yeah, that silver trade, that's working out nice now. That silver trade.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my stop losses to below the previous low. So now I'm risking against 0.75%. Actually, you know what? No. Yeah. So moving my stop losses to 21.14, guys. 21.14, and then 21.14. Uh-huh. 21.14. Trade running hot. But what? 45 pips or so. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have, not waited, but there's no hindsight in this. I mean, there is hindsight in this game. I'm going to, of course, journal everything that I did today. Um, and yeah. But you know what? I mean, mistakes are you're always going to. You're always going to have mistakes in your trading. The thing that you need to focus on is just you know removing those leaks because let's just imagine that every time that I have this exact same scenario, I do the exact same thing, get in on, it's not suboptimal made because it wasn't suboptimal, but the optimal trading zone was this one, the one that I originally wanted to trade, right? But I mean, if I don't plug this leak, it's not that I'm going to lose money in the long term because I won't, but what's going to happen is that I'm going to be making less money because this is where you know actual money is going to flow out of my fucking ship. I don't know if I make sense, but that's just how I see things. So what I'm going to do here now is just wait for price to hit the London lows. This is where I'm going to get 75% off at about 0.5%. Possibly, I could. And here, and this is the thing, also, all trading decisions. Once you're in the trade, just before you get on the trade, all trading decisions have to be made, right? So right now, because I enter at market, it's not because we were having this discussion at all, mate, but because I enter at market, because I got stopped out, etc., etc., etc. I didn't plan my trade management, right? So what I could do, two things. I could just get out now, which would mean that I would be up for the day. I could move my stop losses to break even and just let it ride, or I could leave it like that and just close 75% off at the lows. Um, and I'm thinking, whilst I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about the three options, right? And I think that I'm just going to let it ride, because, yeah. And the reason that I'm telling you this is because, this was the zone that I wanted to trade, you know, before, and I had everything planned accordingly, right? So yeah, I'm rambling around this.
No, I appreciate it. They're all good comments. I look at this silver chart and I see if it can break the London session lows. There's certainly room to our take profit.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
there's not much stopping it after the lows.
No, for sure, for sure. It is. This is the thing. Most traders are going to try to go long in this market because of how strong the Asian session was. But that's just weak in the sense that trying to go long just because of how strong the Asian session highs is without realizing or without reading what's really going on, price action wise, right? Um, right now, this market is very bearish. More so if we have a look at the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar is super bearish at the moment, but but we have to keep an eye on the USD. This is the US dollar currency index. Basically, it gives you a gauge on how the US dollar is trading for the day, right? Or overall, right? This is basically a basket on, the US dollar against its most important trading partners. So it's a basket of a mix of the US dollar against the Japanese yen, the pound, the euro, etc. So it gives you a real gauge on how the US dollar is trading. And right now, this is super bearish. I mean, the structure in this market is extremely bearish. But should the US dollar break with these highs, I mean, we're golden for our metal short. So we need to keep an eye on this. And, having said that, I'm still looking for possibilities on where to take some profits off of this trade. But let's keep on with our chat, mate. Go ahead, ask me
Yeah,
something.
so Orlando, I just a quick side comment, and then we can get back to imbalances and zones. So I know we had a pending order on the British pound, Japanese
Oh
yen.
shit, that's right.
That just hit, and I didn't get filled. I don't think anybody got filled.
No.
But that just hit our take profit level. Does that therefore then, in your mind, nullify the trade? Is that a reason to cancel that
Oh
trade since
yeah,
it already
most
reached?
definitely,
Okay.
most definitely canceling this, and that's a great question. That's a great question. So I'm going to take some profits off of my silver shorts here. I'm going to take 75% off. Um, 0.03. I'm going to take, you don't have to follow. I mean, you guys don't have to follow, but I am taking 75% off just to get me back to the green by 0.5%. Just close 0.75%. The spread here is just criminal, fucking criminal.
That's a ridiculous spread.
Yeah, it is criminal. So let me just alert my VAPs. Um, all right, moving my stop loss to break even too.
So in the world of stocks,
Yeah.
Orlando, a wide spread like that, as you know, means a lack of volume. And I mean, this spread in silver between the bid and the ask it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Does that indicate a lack? Does that indicate a lack of volume here as well?
Um, Listen, that's a good question. Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. We're trading CFDs, right? So it depends. It really depends on the broker that you're using to trade the CFDs, right? If you're using a broker that creates its own market, then you're going to, in times of volatility, you're going to get a super wide spreads, right? And these wide spreads in silver right now are more based on volatility than lack of volume, right? Even though it's not that volatile, right? But if you take into consideration how silver was moving for the past, I don't know. Let's have a look here. I'm gonna show you on my charts how silver was moving for the past, the past what, eight till, for the past hour, right? This was really rangy, right? And these big moves to the upside, I showed you how I got triggered on my stop loss on a wide spread because of how volatile this move was. I don't think it's lack of volume, and I don't know if you know, I don't think that the broker that I'm using is a market maker, but certainly I'm going to email support because this is fucking insane. Just how,
Yeah, it's a huge spread. It's almost untradeable.
yeah,
I mean, there's
have
the
a
edge
look at
disappears.
this massive spread on silver right now. Jesus. Normally I don't get these wide spreads in silver myself. I don't get these wide spreads in silver myself. Normally I don't get them with this broker, but yeah, this is super weird because I've been looking at other markets and Same thing on gold, and gold is a super liquid market. Yeah, I mean, silver is very much less liquid than gold, right? And yeah, that's also one of the reasons. Yeah, just have a look at the spread in gold. And yeah, but it it I take this as the cost of doing business,
Oh yeah.
because I hate trading gold. I mean, it's not that I hate trading gold, but um, for the past, I've looked at the data on my past 1 year on gold trades, and uh, the profit the profit before spreads was just not that great. But silver, and these two markets are really correlated, right? And and
Yes.
it's insane to think this, but silver. I mean, my profitability in silver is just nuts. It's just nuts, because of the same thing, because it's more volatile, right? That means that I get much cleaner moves and much cleaner setups. But yeah, you know, uh, I look at it as the cost of doing business because, if I were to worry about spreads or swaps or whatever, I wouldn't trade at all, right? So
No, it's part of the game. There's no doubt
yeah,
about
it's
it.
part of the game. It's part of the game. But
Say, I want to ask you one last question, at least on my end, Orlando, and
shit,
then
shoot, I'm
we can
sorry.
continue. No, it's all right. As I mentioned, when it comes to experience in the currency markets, uh, I'm still a newborn. I love to study. I love to read. Do you know of any books, video courses, any self-study courses that you would recommend, or that you might have used, or some of your
Yeah,
students might have used to help educate myself?
yeah, for sure. Depends on what you're looking for. You're looking to educate yourself on global macro or on actual technicals.
I'm really looking for supply zones. I'm looking for imbalances. I really want to get great at reading charts,
Sure.
like I was back in the days when I was trading stocks.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to send you, because this is nothing. This is not something that I invented at all. This is not something that I invented, right? But it really works, right? It really works. So I'm going, and this is something that I just, I know, this is not how I traded, 15 months ago at all. This is not how I traded 15 months ago. I used to trade breakouts, and I started to. Because of the market conditions at the time, I started to just break even, and being unprofitable. Very, just having negative months, -3%, -4%, uh, and most of my profitable trades incurred in very, very large drawdowns. For example, I used to get, triggered on a trade just to see price draw down 90% on me, risk-wise, right? So getting 10% to my stop losses then, and then moving in my direction. But when price just came back to my break-even area, which was my original entry, right? The real move was getting evaporated by the times. So again, when that happened, most of the times price just consolidated, around my entry, and it made it for a very, very hard way to make money long term. It didn't work, so I started to look into why the fuck this was happening to me, right? And I started to realize that I was trading exactly what I told you before. That's why I tell you. That's why trading this it's awful because what I was doing, I was trading this breakout. So with my stop losses, let's say here, right? So I saw price moving my direction, come back here, maybe create a new low, but then drew down on me because, of course, that price was going to take out all of this liquidity to get to this supply zone, the supply zone that created the move for the next leg down, right? So, 95% of the times, my trades didn't even hit targets when they went in my direction. So I started to realize that I was being the fish in the ocean, right? I was being the food. So I started to develop this new entry model that works. I'm really happy with the results. And yeah, for sure, I'm going to send you on Instagram, mate, where to look for. There's this guy that he's the king of liquidity trading, and he has everything you need to know about it. Also, he has a ton of information and a ton of videos. So
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
yeah,
I would really appreciate that, buddy.
yeah,
Thank you.
for sure, mate, for sure. Hold on. So look for this. Hold on. I'm sending it to you on YouTube. Just sent you, just sent you via Instagram, mate. So, hey, mate, was really, 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 really nice to meet you. I had fun talking to you. I'm going to raffle the spot for tomorrow, and yeah, if you would, we can continue tomorrow.
I enjoyed our time, Orlando. Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be part of your team and the VIP channel.
Thank
And
you, mate. I
I
really
look, I
appreciate
look,
it.
I look forward to being here for a long, long
I
time.
really appreciate the kind words, mate. See you around.
We'll talk again, buddy. Thanks
All
again.
right, cool. Bye. All right, so that was Tim. Tim. So this silver trade was a fucking mess, right? But I ended up making 0.20% today. So at least we made money. All right, so I'm gonna raffle the spot for tomorrow. And hold on. I'll be back for the New York Open again. Yeah, I'll be back for the New York Open, so don't go anywhere. This spread in silver is just fucking insane. Damn it. But yeah, hopefully I don't get stopped out on a wide spread because that's going to piss me off. So yeah, so don't get pissed off because of that. I am going to come back for the yeah, mate. I know everybody wants to learn, but I cannot talk about the competition here on my channel. It's not a competition, right? But it's another educational. Just look for it on YouTube, mate. Um, so I'm going to raffle the spot for tomorrow. Same time. And yeah, I'm deleting my GBP Japanese yen sell limits. All right, so I'm going to update my VIPs on my Pioneer. So deleting sell limits on the GBP Japanese yen. All right, so deleting sell limits on the GBP Japanese yen. We'll see what happens with silver, right? We'll see what happens with silver. Very possibly will be stopped out on a wide spread here on silver, which sucks. I can't believe this spread, man. I cannot believe this fucking spread. It's insane. It's been a while since I've had such a big spread. 25 pips. 20 pips. Wow. So, anyways, I'm going to raffle the spot for tomorrow. If you are interested, of course. If not, that's fine. And the question is, what big U.S. Data dump we have today on the economic calendar? We talked about it at the beginning of the show. It's all about purchasing manufacturing managers. So the first one to respond gets the spot for tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes. If no one, oh shite! Look at this dump in crude oil. That's amazing. PMI. That's right. Greg Aquino wins the spot for tomorrow. Congratulations, mate. Send me a DM here on Instagram. And send me a DM on Instagram right now, and I'll connect with you there for the spot for tomorrow. Tomorrow. All right, so nothing to do here. Not absolutely nothing to do here right now. Congratulations, Greg. Nothing to do here right now. So, what I'm looking for is one, not to get fucking stopped out on a wide spread, and two, for price in silver to break with the London lows. Should price in silver break with the London lows and trade around these levels, on pre-market New York, very possibly we'll be looking for shorts on the mitigation of the order block, and that imbalance, the feel of that imbalance that created the break for our final targets. So heads up to that. And if I'm not if I'm not live for the New York Opens, because I'm gonna be a little bit too tired, but I'll try to do it. And if not, I mean, my VIP